Have you ever been bored and asked a friend to go to a fast food restaurant? Have you ever been in a hurry and decided to go through a drive-thru for a quick bite? I'm sure every American has taken part in one of these scenarios. And I'll admit, I'm an American just like you. I've given in to temptation every once in a while. However, I got to think about what I put inside my body, and I decided to make a few changes. For this and many reasons, I believe that if you limit portion size and advertisements on fast food restaurants, that Americans will still steer away from fast food. In a nutshell, Americans should avoid fast food restaurants. My first point is fast food leads to unhealthy outcomes. My second main point is limitations on fast food restaurants are unnecessary. My third main point is fast food restaurant advertisements are out of control. As stated before, my first main point is fast food leads to unhealthy outcomes. As stated in a 2007 article published in the Health Matrix, Journal of Law and Medicine, 1/3 of Americans are obese. As stated in the article as well, the money spent on fast food outside of the home, meaning fast food, was 25% in 1970, 40% in 1995, 47.5% in 1999, and estimated to reach 53% in 2010. 53% in 2010. That means over half of the money spent on food is outside of your home. That means you're not eating meals at home and enjoying time with your family. Also, because of fast food and obesity, there's a low work productivity and there's high health care costs. In 2007, $117 billion were spent on health care due to obesity and fast food intake. The two other unhealthy outcomes that lead to fast food is heart disease and diabetes. First, let's talk about heart disease. Heart disease occurs when plaque is built up in your arterial walls and the blood is having a tougher time getting to your heart and throughout the body. The heart must pump harder to get the blood throughout the body. This can lead to coronary heart disease, which eventually will lead to a heart attack. Next, let's talk about diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is the most common. Type 2 diabetes occurs when a person intakes too much sugar, and the insulin in your body cannot take the sugar out of the blood fast enough, which eventually clogs. To recap, I believe that we should steer away from fast food because of unhealthy outcomes. My second main point is limitations on fast food restaurant portions are necessary. According to a 2007 article on the International Journal of Obesity, portion size of burgers, fried potatoes, pizza, soft drinks, and fast food outlets have increased 2 to 5-fold over the last 50 years. Everybody has seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where food magically starts flying in the air and it's an easy access. Well, if you notice that the mayor, who was about the size of my knee, came up to the size over my head and gained about 500 pounds. This is about the same as what I'm talking about. And in that food, there are trans fats, such as margarines, spreads, and frying oils. They are used to preserve the food and make it easier for shipping. The trans fats double bonds in the fatty acids within the food increases the melting point of the fats. The result is increasing shelf life. Have you ever noticed that if you find a fry under your seat, it's the same color as when you got it from in the fast food restaurant? This is because of trans fats. With limitations, we would not need to resort to an increase of trans fats. Another reason why we should limit fast food restaurant portions is because children's happiness. In a 2009 experiment about children, fast food, and happiness by Chang and Naga, results point out that mothers' fast food and soft drink consumption positively contributes to a child's consumption as well. The more food and soft drinks children intake, the unhappier they will be because they will gain weight, become insecure because people will make fun of them, and they will start to get bullied. To recap, I believe that limitations on fast food restaurants are necessary because of children's unhappiness. My third main point is that fast food restaurant advertisement is out of control. According to Sharon Palmer's 2010 article on environmental health published by Alt Health Watch, food marketing affects Americans psychologically, visually, and emotionally. When people are relaxing on the couch, just like you're doing as well, and watching TV, people really can't control their impulses. That's why when they put on TV, they put on music and bright colors to enhance those impulses to make you want to buy those foods. Secondly, fast food market directly targets children, which is not okay to make a quick buck. The average kid sees 15 food commercials a day, and all it takes is one commercial to make a young person desire a particular food. This can be on TV, social media, children's games, advert games, which are advertising games. Lastly, fast food market uses methods to make food look more appealing on TV. As you've noticed, when you look on TV, you see a bright, plump burger with some nice crispy fries. But when you get to the restaurant, you don't see that. You see everything meshed together in a paper bag. They Photoshop seeds on sesame buns to make it look more appetizing, and they darken the grill lines on burgers. To recap, I believe that fast food restaurant advertisement should be controlled and limited because, first, they use fake product. Second, they target children. And third, they affect Americans psychologically, emotionally, and visually to make them buy their food. Did you know that obesity is responsible for 300,000, yes, 300,000 deaths a year? That's 300,000 people dead. And that's not even factoring in heart disease or diabetes. With this rate, it will keep increasing and increasing if we don't do something about it. To review, my first main point is fast food leads to unhealthy outcomes. My second main point is limitations on fast food restaurant portions are necessary. And my third main point is that fast food advertisement is out of control. Overall, I believe after listening to my speech that instead of looking for fast food and getting a burger, maybe get an apple instead. Americans should avoid fast food restaurants. Thank you.
In 8 minutes.
Really?